You are welcome back to my channel. The Port Harcourt boys have done it again. I will allow you the video shortly. A situation where they arrested a handful of Fulani bandits. These have laid credence to the position of most of us that the locals had the way without to address this insecurity that we all face. But before we watch it, let us see how prepared, how ready they are in their current quest to get the whole Naija Delta rid of banditry. Watch their activities of late as we come back to bring you that video, that capture moment. A good number of them were apprehended. Of course, a work of development, I must say. Watch as we come back.
General Asabuja with his soldiers, the Amusu of the Cherubim, the Bibi of the Seraphim, the activists itself. I deal with my soldiers, with my loved ones, my brothers, my friends who are getting at them, brother who are getting at them. You know, say insecurity too much for Nigeria. Security in everybody business group. No be only one man. No be only uniform people. No leave security for uniform people. Security is for everybody. Make we guide Nigeria. One love. This is our country with this. We need the wrong way anywhere. No leave, no transfer. No mind all these politicians when they wrong. Get a house for the Europe. Get house for Middle East, in Dubai, everywhere. Get house for Canada. We are here then bury our placenta. We die here. Now our country with this. I too love Nigeria. I too like Nigeria. Our mama then bury our placenta here. I don't like outside country. I too love Nigeria. My next life I will be Nigeria. I don't know why politicians are they scatter Nigeria for us. No scatter them. Make them beautiful. Make it fine like Dubai. 9 activists they talk. General Asabuja, the Amusu of the Cherubim, the Kwikwi of the Seraph. Nigeria in our country. Make we protect Nigeria. Thank you very much. God bless everybody.
From what you can see from this video, I think this happened in somewhere Moha local government area of River State. You can clearly see how they were able to capture them. You can clearly see them on the ground, how they are being held. Of course, this is a work of development. I want to say that if every state, every town can replicate this feat, I want to say that definitely the issue of banditry, the issue of terrorism will be a thing of the past. But again, these are bring to the fore the need for federal government to empower the locals to be able to address all of this. Because if the communities, the locals are registering this level of success, as you can clearly see a handful of them as they are on the ground, if the locals are registering this type of success, you got to show that they already have what it takes to address it. What they need now is more enhancement on the part of federal government, on the part of state government, by way of building more capacity to enable them to do the job. Because one thing is certain, it has been proven that all crime is local. And if all crime is local, the intelligence to deal with it rests with the local. Because however I look at it, at this point, let us listen to General Asabuja, who have made it clear that going forward, they are not likely going to be showing videos of the activities because of some obvious reasons. We understand that when they show video the other time, it arose so much controversy, and he has made it very clear that they are ready to take charge of every bush, every forest in the region, and that they are guaranteeing everyone that going forward, people will go home and sleep with their eyes closed. Let us listen to him as we come back to further this conversation.
We're going to prepare ourselves for we don't prepare, we don't ready. We don't go show video again. We don't go show video again, and I don't go see video. All the bush, the Amusu of the Cherubim, the dirty water, the Kwikwi of the Seraph, the Amusu children don't take over the whole bush. The Kwikwi of the Seraph don't take over all the bush. We don't go show video. The one where we just show, where we do testing, we just show in the cost of wahala. In the cost of wahala. But bandits don't they show and seize. Bandits they kill our people, hold their head, they shake, nothing they happen. Bandits they show where they carry their this is the pieces of our people head, nothing they where they carry knife, they cut our people, nothing they happen. They show where they put our people for inside church, burn them fire, nothing they happen. They show where they bring our people, they slaughter like cow, nothing they happen. This one where Naija Delta people just show. This one where Southeast just show. See how they shake. We will say the primary, not a daycare where we just show. The arms of the children go bring small mechanical tools. I go carry small mechanical as a apprentice. Show small mechanical tools. They begin make noise. Where you never see warehouse. You never see tools. What about 8,000, 15,000? You never see tools. You see Jara. When they go buy suya, the cut Jara gives you. You begin to make noise. Bandit, because we don't be born again. The whole Naija Delta, we don't turn to born again. We don't surrender. We say we don't want trouble. Because when we do struggle of Naija Delta here, all in our own, they cheat us. They oppress us. They intimidate us. 9 the thing. We don't get right. We make noise. Now bandits, they use that they compare themselves. Fulani, they use that they compare themselves. And I hear where the man, see, and that man, they say, make them they do what they pay bandit. Make them do allocation for bandit. And they see, if not from here, and they talk about every day. Now here the uniform people, they get power. Now here then they do all their dirty work. Now here then they do their gara. But for that side, no way. Any uniform man where they bring this and they rush come to come make money. For Southeast, now here they make money. Now here they make money. Now here they do dirty work. Now here they keep people. Now here they frame people up. Go do them for not, they no go fit. Now what will they see? Why we go talk? Why we no go talk? I am the man dead to the pocket at the carry we don't ready for bandit. We don't ready for armed robber. We don't ready for kidnappers. No be hiding thing. We don't ready for them. Now we go look for them. Now they look for them. The Amusu of the cherubim, they sucking blood. And I know Amusu where they suck blood. We go look for them to test their blood to suck them. The Kwikwi of the seraph. Now me, the Kwikwi children. Now for night we they see our eye na touch. We go they work out for night. They find them anywhere than they. Now we go look for them. They no go look for us. And they talk about now we go look for them. This land in our own, this country in our own.
Let us listen to this man who has been in the news of late, talking about General Asabuja, who was emphatic that the Fulani militias, the bandits, have no space to operate in Naija Delta, who of course have given them quick notice to vacate every inch of Naija Delta.
Fulani Bandits, we can avoid the River State, we can avoid the Naija Delta. If not, you go full also. You go full also. One make on a take on a heart, since we don't ready. No be me go talk, no na sense go tell on. No na brain go tell on. Make on know say this Nigeria, no all of us get them. No be bandit get them. We don't ready for bandit, and bandits say they're not ready for us. So anywhere you dey man or woman ready for bandit, we don't ready for bandit. We don't prepare for bandit, and we don't cook food to eat for bandit. Debt dey my pocket, and they carry am waka. And they carry am waka, na maybe be some debt on the pocket. It don't happen. Be vigilant day and night. Anybody wey wear uniform come for midnight say we wan arrest you. If you follow am, we consign you. Because fake police, fake soldiers, fake uniform people full. Anyhow they want, and that's the music with them. A war is enough. With the men of soldiers, joint task force. My slew of the cherubim.
As you have it, he spoke about how he was invited by the military, how he honored the invitation, and what ensued in the course of his invitation. I want you to listen to him as we come back to further this conversation.
Fans, everybody, I just the uniform people come my house say, all that come, say make I come. I follow the go their barrack. Now soldiers, and I know now, dirty water, I go. As I go, another order come again. Say they know one wahala. Make them do release me. Go make I go. I'll be dirty water. I know one wahala. I do my house. I don't come back. But they say if I dey talk, make I take am easy now. So I think I dey work for federal government. I think I dey work for government. I think I dey serve the masses. But I take am easy. No be everything I go talk. Understand? They try to calm me down. My fans, I remain dirty water. I remain the Amusu of the cherubim. I remain the Kwikwi of the Seraph. Death in my pocket and the carry waka. I no fear death. It's unbeatable. Death in my pocket.
I think for me, this show security demand for a concerted effort. It's not something we should leave for federal government alone. It's not something that should be left for the state government alone. Of course, for me, it should be all encompassing, involving the federal government, the state governments, the local governments, the locals, and even the traditional institutions. Because we have it currently, it has been proven that the locals have the wherewithal to address this. Seeing the successes being recorded by the locals, and I think a particular interest is the one that comes from Delta State, talking about Mr. Harrison Gwanishu, who currently operates from Delta State, and as we have it, his tentacles is already spreading beyond Delta State to Edo State, Kogi State, and even beyond. The record development, I must say, because we continue to see the success that is coming out from his own angle. That is why particularly I am of the view that rejigging the security architecture for efficiency is what we need as a people, as a country currently. Because it has been proven that all crime is local. And the locals have the wherewithal, the intelligence that is necessary, that is needed to address all of this. But I want to say that the current position of things in the country is a record development. Things are gradually crystallizing, because as we have it, all the 36 states governors have come to terms with the reality that state police is the way to go. And apart from that, the position of federal government talking about state police is equally a record development. The idea from the president himself, talking about Senator Ahmed Bola Tinubu, that we should end the era of open grazing, is a welcome development. And the other one that has to do with disarming bandits, Fulani henchmen, is a welcome development. Because I want to say that when it comes to open grazing, it has been a source of conflicts between herders and host communities. Though there are some conflicts, senseless killings, massacre, that you cannot fathom what necessitated it. But I want to say that if we end the regime of open grazing, to a large extent, would have addressed the genuine conflicts between host communities and herders, particularly Fulani herders. And again, I want to say that at this point, states should move in to start enacting open grazing laws, while we are waiting for all the process that will engender state police. Can I understand that currently the joint section of constitutional amendment from the Senate and House of Representatives are currently working on that. And I understand that after they pass the clause that approves state police at the level of joint section of the National Assembly, they will need the buy-in of the State House of Assembly. And at that level, we need two-thirds majority from the State House of Assembly. So if you are looking at two-thirds majority of 36, you are talking about 24. So by implication, we will need a buy-in of at least 24 State House of Assembly for the law to establish state police to complete, for the cycle to complete before it comes to the president for presidential assent. So by this, I'm calling on the state governors, and they have all agreed that state police is the way to go, to put pressure on their respective state House of Assembly, so that when the bill is being forwarded to them, they can give it attention that it deserves, so that at the end of the day, it can be sent to president for presidential assent. Because as far as I'm concerned, we need state police. We need to rejig the security architecture. We must think out of the box. You cannot continue doing the same thing over and over and expect a different result, because it has been proven that the federal police alone cannot do it. And again, this will in a way give the governors, who is actually before now complain that they do not command the security architecture in their respective states, this will in a way give them the leverage to command and control the security architecture in their respective states. Because I have been a very strong advocate that the governors should not just be going about it with the name of the governors and the chief security officer of their respective states, but rather that they should be given some security power to parade. And I want to believe that this state police initiative has come to give them that power. That is why I'm particularly happy that all the 36 state governors have kicked into this, because at the first instance, we saw the Southern Governors Forum rising from Ogun State and Dozen State Police. And recently, we saw the Northern Governors Forum rising from Kaduna meeting and Dozen State Police. And what is important is why the Northern Governors Forum met, they had the traditional institutions, the traditional rulers, leaders who were there, and they all agree in that part of life. I think that was the same thing that was replicated in the southern part of the country when we had the Ogun meeting of the governors that equally encompass the traditional rulers. In all of this, I think it is a welcome development, because the only person that will not be happy with the situation is the person who may be benefiting from the banditry, or perhaps a sympathizer of bandits. But for any patriotic Nigerian, any right-taking member of the society, any law-abiding member of the society, I believe that this is a welcome development for everybody. Because as far as I'm concerned, it's a win-win situation for everybody. Whether you're a Christian, you're a Muslim, you're a pagan, you're an idol worshiper, whatever, whichever category you belong, I want to believe that this is a welcome development, because it's going to protect the sanctity of life. All we are seeking is to ensure that we have an environment where there is law and order, where people pay for their crime. That's why I'm even saying that the order that came from the president that Fulani henchmen should be disarmed, I want to say that the security agencies should enforce it, and that anyone that is not dropping his arm, surrendering his arm, should face the wrath of the sovereign state of Nigeria by a way of force. But I must say very thankful for your time. This is Mr.